When I ponder the meaning of time, the truth is there is no meaning. It's just there. It is what it is. In physics, some see time having a span of 15 billion years, and at the end of the arc, the universe will no longer be here. Time is inexorable and deterministic. We don't choose when it begins for us, nor the events which affect us during our arc of life. There is a question within this about whether there is a place for choice and free will, or is all behavior conditioned by survival and adaptation changes in our brain relating to the behaviors which helped us survive in ancient times. In each of our lives, there are pivotal moments when our life path is significantly changed. I've had lots of those in 92 years. One of them that really sticks in my mind occurred during World War II. At that time, I was 14, a bewildered boy in a newly minted man's body. I remember fear and dramatic events like blackout curtains and air raid drills. Bursts of patriotic fervor were everywhere. We all had to do our part. I started with the Boy Scouts, earnestly collecting newspaper, metal, rubber, and volunteering in a ration book distribution center, ration books being a new event in our lives. Nationally, farm production of food was a problem. To remedy that, the country was pressed to create victory gardens in the lawns and backyards of city and suburban homes. Even Eleanor Roosevelt planted one in the White House lawn. At that time, 14, I lived in the house that my late grandfather had built on a 1/2 acre plot in Brooklyn, New York. He built it in 1908. On land that it was originally farmed for over 300 years by Dutch settlers. They got their land by exterminating Canarsie Indians. One afternoon, I started poking a pitchfork into some backyard turf with a vague idea I might be able to make a garden. I poked the next day, and after that, and soon it became a commitment. Somehow, I knew I had to dig holes, and that it was important to send topsoil to the bottom of the hole. It was hard work. I wasn't very strong at first. With a rewarding rhythm, row after row, the plot grew to be 30 by 40 feet. The next stop was to hoe, rake, and set the soil for planting. At home, there was not much table conversation at any time. I thought there was little notice of what I was doing. They probably thought I wouldn't finish, something characteristic of myself at that time. But I was proud when I finished, and somewhat astonished at what I had created. But now I needed help, creating a garden, getting seeds, doing a layout. And my father stepped in. Seeds were purchased, and we figured out where to plant. Sharing this time with him was one of the warmest moments in my relationship with him. Of course, the seeds grew. I watered them and pulled the weeds, and the vegetables flourished abundantly from summer to frost. My father kept that garden going till 1968. It is reported now that 30% of the food that Americans consumed during the heyday of the war was due to Victory Gardens. I remember this pivotal point so well because it was the first time I felt I had agency to take responsibility and to create something which made a difference in the world and to the national effort. But considering free will, was I making the garden as a rite of passage to establish my manhood in the community, or did I have ancient reflexive memories about how farmers 50,000 years ago planted and replaced the hunter-gatherers that preceded them? Or was it because I knew in my bones that survival depended on supporting my community against outside danger? And I responded to this danger.